Good Friday morning, March 14th, 2025. Have you heard of a baseball player named of Heinie Manush? He made the Baseball Hall of Fame, so that stirred my curiosity. What did he do to earn the honor of being in the Baseball Hall of Fame? You know, there are 15 to 20,000 players that have played baseball. How many are in the Baseball Hall of Fame for their accomplishments? I don't know the exact number. Is it 350 to 400 players out of 15,000, roughly? So, what are the odds of making it? You've got to have a good career. You've got to hit the baseball. Either it's pitching or hitting. Those two things will get you in if you have the career accomplishments. Heinie Manush made it. 330 career batting average, 17 years, 2,000 games, 2,500 plus hits. So I'm looking at his seasons. Started in 1923. He batted 334, 109 games. Then he went 289. Then 1925, 302. But that was only 99 games. So we haven't seen a full season from him yet. How did he do in the 1926 season? Let's look at it. 136 games. Good. 498 at bats. My criteria, you get close to 500 at bats, then we know what type of player you are, what your production will be. 500 at bats, what can you give me? You got 95 runs scored. I was hoping 100. But 95 is pretty good. 188 hits. I was hoping 200 hits. But 188, he increased his, that's the best hit output so far. 4 seasons, 188. 35 doubles, 8 triples, 14 homers. He had 86 RBIs. Got to get that up to 100 if you want Hall of Fame numbers. So 86 RBI, 31 walks. I like this batting average. Listen to this. 378. 188 hits in 498 at bats gives you 378, and he wins the batting title. So that's a mark of a player who has a chance to make the Baseball Hall of Fame. Can you win a batting title? He's got one. 421 on base, that's good. 400 or more on base is what a player should aspire to. 421. 564 slugging, yes, that's another stat. You want to be 500 or better slugging. 281 total bases. Your goal there in total bases should be 300. To me, a baseball player, when he enters the season, should have 5 goals. 100 runs scored, 200 hits, 100 RBIs, 300 or better batting average, and 300 or more total bases. And you can add 2 more goals, 400 or better on base, and 500 or more slugging. All the others, you can go for home runs and doubles and triples. To me, it's not as important as those other 5 to 7 categories. Runs scored, hits, RBIs, batting average, on base, slugging, and total bases. Those are the key stats. Really think about it. You have guys hitting 50 homers, yet they bat under 300. Doesn't mean much to me. 50 homers is good, but if you're batting 270 or 260 for the season, indicates that you're a full swing hitter. You're not a base hit hitter. I like season hit totals, and I like batting average. That's me. You can hit 75 home runs, but if you bat under 300, I'm not impressed. I'm impressed when you go 300 or better. And What really gets me is guys who go 350, 370, 400 batting average, and they play 150 games. Do you know what the highest batting average is for a guy with 500 or more at bats in a season? Hugh Duffy's 440. And do you know what the highest batting average is for a guy who played every game of the season? I believe it's either Tris Speaker or George Sisler. Both of them, when they played every game of the season, close to 600 at bats, both of them were over 400 batting average. I don't know who holds the record there. I'll have to look that up. The trivia question would be, who has the highest batting average playing every game of the season? Now, Hugh Duffy, the year that he went 440, did not play every game. I'll look that up. In fact, I'll do it right now. Why not, for the fun of it? I think I can do it pretty quickly. Batting average, the highest, playing every game of the season. Let's see if I can find it. Single season. Let's see. Roger Hornsby had a 424 one year. But did he play every game? No, he only played 143, so he missed some games. So it's not him. I know it's either Tris Speaker or George Sisler. Let's look at Sisler. Yes. Sisler in 1920, listen to this, played every game and batted .407. Does he hold the record? He had 257 hits that year. I think he holds the record for a guy who plays every game of the season. .407. There's another guy here. I've got to look at him. Ty Cobb. Did he do it? One year he batted .420. But he only played 146 games, so he missed 8 of them. It's not Ty Cobb. Willie Keeler one year batted .424. He played 129 games, so he didn't do it. I told you about Hugh Duffy, right? He had a 440, but how many games did he play? He had 125 games, see? My question is, you got to play every game of the season. Who holds the highest batting average? Sam Thompson had a 415 one year. It was only 102 games, so it's not him. I believe the answer to the question is George Sisler. Did you know that? Did you know the answer to that trivia question? George Sisler also batted .420 one year, but that year he played 142 games. So I found the answer. It's not Tris Speaker. It's George Sisler. He holds the record playing every game of the season with the highest batting average in 1 year. .407. I like it. Let's get back to Heinie Manush, 1926 season. He bats .378. I like it. Let's see how he does season by season. Let's look at it. And let's evaluate this guy at the end. Rank him among the great hitters of the past. He made the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's enough for me to study this guy to see how did he do it. Next video, 1927 season. I'm out.